Oops. Apologies. How are we doing? Good evening. How's things? How's your Sunday been? How's your Saturday? Yeah, it's come around again very quick. Monday tomorrow. So yeah, shortish stream. Didn't realise the clocks went forward. Yeah, it's forward last night when I was playing. And, yeah, it was quite late. Although it wasn't late. It's kind of weird. I hate this clock going back and forwards thing. It's really not necessary at all. I hate it. It kind of throws you out of sync for a couple of days, trying to remember what time it is. But yeah, so yeah, work tomorrow. So it's just gone past, or coming up to 25 minutes to 10. So about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. So I was kind of thinking what to play, and I saw this game. And obviously saw it when it came out. When did it come out? What, 2.5 years ago, maybe something like that. It's kind of interesting. I don't play a lot of these games, but I was kind of intrigued by it, but kind of never got around to purchasing it. And it's on special at the minute on Steam, like £8 for the most recent version. So it's cheap as chips, really. And yeah, I thought we'll kind of give it a look and see if it's a game we can jump into. Obviously, just watching or lurking in Vinalis' stream. And yeah, looks like Atlas won't be around for a wee while yet, probably 1 to 2 months, I would think. So yeah, we've got some time to actually kind of get stuck into something, I think. So maybe we can play through this and yeah, see how we get on. I have enabled Twitch integration with this as well, so you can take part in chat. I think you get the options to answer the questions for me or something. I don't know. I've enabled it anyway. See how it goes. If I don't like it, I'll just turn it off and you lot can suffer. But yeah, we'll do that and see how we get along. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Time stops. No man, as I say. Disco Elysium. Pause that. And it's come up on the wrong screen again because it's a pain in the butt. I hate this. I can't get the games to go to the right screen first time or have the setting to allow it to stay on the correct screen. But hey ho. Why are all my games not going through Go XLR at the minute? Something very strange going on. I had to do this yesterday with Cyberpunk. 1 moment. Sound settings. System. Oh, there we are. 1 second. That's okay. And we'll change that to that. Should be able to see what's going on just now. Okay. So yeah, I've done Twitch integration and all that malarkey. So just go new game. Select archetype. Thinker. Sensitive. Physical. Create your own. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people. Knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Very psychological, magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. I think that's probably like one of the harder ones to probably play with. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Should we do our own? Should we do that? Terrible. So terrible intellect, raw brain power, how smart you are. Average, psyche, sensitive, physique. How emotionally intelligent you are. Motrix? I need to sort something out with my mic because it's right in my way. 1 second. Is that testing? Test? Yep. Okay, sometimes when I touch the mic boom arm, it kind of causes static through the mic, but it seems to be okay. And yeah, on that note, let me know in chat if there's an issue with the sound. Sometimes it's fine to put the mic too close to my mouth and get the old pop, pop, pop. Fingers crossed it's okay. So yeah, intellect average, psych 3, physique 2, your senses, how agile you are. Okay. That'd be an interesting one to go with. Go with that. Wield raw intellectual power. Did you so what do I do here? So I need to click. So I need to click one of these. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law. Call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Understand others, work your mirror neurons. Oh, okay, so you can only pick... Oh, so this is your signature skill. You only have one of these, do you? Seems that way. Go to Pirate Planet, love and be loved by drugs. Let the body take control, threaten people. See, hear and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Hunches and gut feelings. Dreams in waking life. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Oh, I'll go with encyclopedia. Wow, set signature. Signature skills. Call for thinkers, historians, trivia freaks. Encyclopedia makes you know it all, turning your mind into a database of facts. It enables you to draw on these facts innately, offering a wealth of background knowledge to all things related and unrelated to your case. Who knows when the history of cigarette brands will provide the breakthrough you need to arrest a murderer, or when the knowledge of pre-revolutionary guns might save a life. I like the art style in this. It's kind of one of the things that kind of appealed to me. It's kind of different. The Furies are at home in a mirror. It's in their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Ever.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allons-y. I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Did I just do that voice? A return trip to the silence, please. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's... I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sell the inky blackness until forever ends. I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Okay.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Wait, I did this to myself. Tell me what's waiting for me. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Yes, your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
How big is a ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean? Drowned?
You lost.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Caprice Canadian motor carriage.
God damn, that was a good night. So it's cable management. Right, give me 1 second, chat. Right, sorry about that. Alright, so let's do some clickety clickety. So it's 8 or 7 in the morning. This magnum sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. I've got a sore head. Maybe should have had a bath first. You see bottles in a bathtub, wine, beer and sweet liquors.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
No.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing? Wipe the mirror. No way I'm not doing this. Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong? How bad could it be?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sure everything's fine. At least my tongue is okay. I'm scared. I want to stop doing this. Wipe the mirror now. I'm out of here. How do you do the Twitch integration thing? Right, sorry, hang on 1 second. Yeah, B. Where's the extensions? Extensions. My extensions. Click on that. Copy that. Oh, for crying out loud. De-listing. Music. It's okay, okay. Streamer mode. Have that. Connect that. Right. Might be there. 1 second. I'll just close that. Stream manager. Do. Right, so how does this work? What's that? Is that the poll? What's that? At least my tongue's okay. Touch tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like,
Nice.
wriggling between your fingers.
Well, isn't that like most tongues? Maybe not so much as swollen, but wipe the mirror now.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me. What is this? Of course I do. It is some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. This is a face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait,
What?
is that an expression? Are you
Wow.
trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Stardom? God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. So this one.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Ah. Encyclopedia Formidable 13. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Disco.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Guillaume le Million. Is that King Guillaume? I wonder where Pony got it from.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why? I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like who I am? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? I guess that's it then. Conclude.
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a Caprice Canema.
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness, aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a Caprice Canema. So I adopted it. Why? I feel the need... Okay.
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
How long ago was the new?
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Okay. I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Sounds... 1 always loses, 6 always wins. Let's try it.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay. Let the mirror be for now. So what do these buttons do here? So that's... Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. Should have sent a poet.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
And... Oh, actually, can I grab the shirt? White satin shirt. -1 to suggestion. +1 to conceptualization. What's this tie up there?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Savoir-faire, medium 10. Grab the tie. Pull on fan. Pull on lights. Let's do this.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Nice.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Leave the fan go in. Take all. Okay. Have a look at the window. What's going on over there?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Visual calculus, easy 9. Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Been throwing around things, haven't I? Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing? Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Okay. What's this down here? Thought cabinet. So is this all the things I'm kind of learning at the minute, is it? Eternalize. What did I just do? THC. Sorry, 1 second. Stop. Continue.
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Huh? His friend's missing.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one.
Oh,
If
God.
you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me. I should go and get that shoe. I don't need it. I don't need anyone.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
What's this? Find your other shoe. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go venturing into that wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. Unite them again. It's a mission log. Okay. So what's this? Empty cassette case. Okay. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Left foot. Yet. How do we, get out? That's 12 degrees centigrade, hail. There's something on the table. Okay. Cookies. Money, money, money. Door. There's my shoe. His heads are covered. I have 2 shoes. Gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. reunited on your feet,
Nice.
like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Is this my inventory, is it? Okay. Interesting. Let's go out of the way. Out the Wayne? Out the rain. Let's see what's going on out here. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Who's
Hello,
this?
officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking.
No.
She seemed perplexed by your question. Wait, I know, I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? Why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Goddamn right I'm a policeman. Don't you forget it. You're shitting me. Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her. Oh my god. Let's not. Not yet.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions? Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
What is it they have against the police here? Where exactly is here? Where am I? Tell me, is it 51 now? Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? Deedle 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 dee. I don't know what these buttons do. But anyway, I think this is a sensible one.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me? Revachol forever. How about you tell me something else instead?
Yeah?
Those words, tell me something else, feel like something you've said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raising an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Ostentatious orchestrations.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all right. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in Saint-Cyr.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry. When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
Liar. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do? You're making this up. I would never behave like that. You sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Is there anything else? Please tell me there wasn't anything else. It pries me to hear this. Tell me there's more. Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay. You can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Thank you. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray, still smoking. Nothing there, so we don't knock on her door, do we? Stairs. This is a weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. What we got going on down here? Do, 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 do. This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero. You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Take the body down. Oh my god, I did all those things. I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things. I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to him. I'm guessing... Come on.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all this time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again, keeps plucking at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Okay.
The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Ste Coarius Skua. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whoever I please. What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
You a bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal size. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system.
God, he wants me to sing, doesn't he?
By other people.
What shall I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, I'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestration folks.
No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
So what did I get here? You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape and play on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening, more people at the bar then. Get hold of a sad song tape. Okay. That's the menu. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. This water cooler. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. see outside. Inside, you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia. A strike poster, some red pennants. The sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open at 4 o'clock. The Royal Pinball machine is unplugged. I think that's through the doors, is it? I think that is through the doors.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hold on, who's he to me?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Okay.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself.
I don't
Get
really know my name.
creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time. I don't really know my name. Say nothing.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Not towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, just talked to him. No, I haven't.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware. I'm a policeman. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I don't like dead bodies. Look, man. You know, yeah. No. Completely. Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Okay.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything. How can you be so sure I'm from the police? What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? Don't play too... That's a bit too stupid.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, should I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up. I have a badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello?
Who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
No, no, it make you blush.
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glare over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. How would you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime. Ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Nothing. I was singing all the lyrics for a song. Wanna roll with me?
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me.
Okay.
Morel says it's my theme song.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade? Did you find the wall? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the war chair. Thanks for clearing that up for me.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker? I feel like I was in a war.
Oh my. What happened?
I think I won.
That's how I feel about the accident. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs a hand over the chrome wheels of a chair.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
I've got to go now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Okay. What is that? Nosfed. Don't know what that is. Soft, powerful electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's start is a man's handwriting.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Lieutenant
You
Glantz.
run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. What is golden orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor? I'm currently in between names.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Okay.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, hands it to the lieutenant. What's this one? What we got down here? There's only interview cafe manager. Inspects victim's body. Report badge missing. Who made a call reporting the crime?
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer?
This guy. The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Where exactly is the body? Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Wow.
Extra fine.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's real? I don't owe you shit.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
I didn't want to run away. Did I click on the wrong thing? Bottle of rum's been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Sec. Right. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay. Inspect plastic on his carabin.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Physical instrument. Still the dock worker's ID. I don't do either of that, do I? Summer door closed for the winter.
Yes?
Tell me about the case. I think you should know. I can't remember anything. You seem to be following me.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
So what should I concentrate on? But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Okay, but I'm completely lacking in basic information.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes.
Tell me about the
Lieutenant
case.
glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it? I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? Actually, I've only...
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s. What more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious. But could it be sexy? What the hell?
I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case.
Luck
Was
alert.
there anything else you wanted to know?
This isn't a card game. Have you not seen this before? This is a... It's a... Yeah, there's no kind of... Well, no, it's not a card game. It's more of a puzzle game, but... yeah, it's quite interesting. Well, if you're not a big fan of these, you probably won't find it interesting, but... It's been out a few years. I got dirt cheap, so... If I have a look at it. But it's actually quite good. Just kind of getting started with it. Anyhow, let's see the case. Anything you want you to know?
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report
I've
about
not
a
seen
security
Munchkin.
guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
It's a murder mystery, and he's a detective or police officer that's kind of an alcoholic and doesn't remember anything. So I'm just kind of learning what's happening at the minute.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
No. Hold on. And the RCM is... Of course, yes, I understand everything. Now, let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. I still don't understand anything.
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Then legal twilight. Okay. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just... Okay, I still don't understand anything.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Can we go over the preliminary info again? No. Would you say that no? No. Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Nothing. End of day debrief with Kim. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case in RCM. Join him on the Whirling in Rags balcony after 10 o'clock. Okay. Munchkin is one of the best card games ever. It ruins friendships and destroys families. You love it. Yeah, I heard Ven mention it. Door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Let's go outside, locate this body. Said it was up here through the Rue Saint Ghislaine 8B.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Nice.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Let go of your nose without throwing up.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
He's about to blow. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human, I think, decomposes. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Look at these kids.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy,
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business. A moment of your time, please. I'm not getting into this right now.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Hold on. What does that mean? Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
Have I got like some setting I need to take off, maybe?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
God, that girl's really annoying.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Are you kid siblings? Look, I have questions for you.
The fuck are you talking about?
No respect.
Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
What? Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
The body. What do you know about it? About the crime scene? You kids off in here? Gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. You refer to yourself in the third person, Kuno. That's some kind of gang name?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Sound gets louder as the child shouts out the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
What?
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
Don't punch him. It's a bad idea. Back off.
Look.
Kuno whispers, vanishing silent.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Yes, but I didn't act on it. It was just fantasy. Yes. How do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Whispers. Can you read my mind, Kuno? No.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now
He raises his voice again.
you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
He spreads his arms, taking dominion over yard. King Kuno.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
Oh my god.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
The Pippo-headed critter doesn't let him finish.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Nice Pippo. Whatever, had some questions about the crime scene.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Taps his temporal lobe.
Click, 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 click!
Goes a little Pippo wearing asshole behind the fence. The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Do you know who it was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking okay. Gotta have a gimp for rock practice.
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno.
Have you
Don't
seen
ask
it?
the pigs for shit.
Have you seen anyone that's suspicious around? When is these questions meant to work? In chat. Not showing on my my chat, but I can let chat decide what the answer should be. I want to press these buttons. It doesn't seem to be working. My flaming chat wasn't updating either. Just refreshed it. It's £15 on Steam. It's Tabletop card game. It's 20 versions, but you mix and match all the new ones. There's even official primer combos. Like Munchkins in Space and Old West Munchkins combined to make Firefly Munchkin. Just like the show. That sounds over confusing. I'll have a look. But yeah, in chat, you should be able to... It's actually dumb easy. Well, for a normal person. For me, maybe not so much. Yeah, apparently if I press a button here on the right hand side of the screen, it should have put a command into chat or something to vote. But it doesn't seem to be working. Or is it? It's not working for me. Very strange. Overlays on. We have stuff, nothing about questions. You meant to vote in chat. Vote. Have you got the overlay? Because on the screen overlay, I think it's get an ad in a second. Yeah, so basically chat can vote on what answer to take. So you can actually oops. Yeah, so in the overlay, you just press the plus or minus thing. Vote. 3, 2, what? 1, 2. Vote for mediation. Investigator is mediating large to pick one to prove it. Vote for dialogue. There you are. I'm trying to learn how this works here. So if I press that. Maybe it only shows up once. Strange. I'm sure it works. I'm sure it's working. I think with the overlay enabled, it pops up on the screen and then you just select the bits you want, because your character, don't know if it shows on here. Don't know if it shows. Basically, your character's built up on like intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics, whatever that is. And I think we have the 4 numbers on the screen. You can boost one of these depending on what you want to boost it for. But the question, when I click the button, you should have the question pop up as well on the screen. And like you can kind of select which one I should be choosing. And it's just a bit of interaction for chat, you know. Obviously sitting there watching it. Do you know how you got there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Well, where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Cyberpunk. Why is everything Night City?
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
That's fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist. Where in Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Just not
Kuno
through his
didn't
nose.
smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Wow, she's so rude. More on this later, right, Noel? Let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
So if I click here, because it's a new set of questions, potentially something should have popped up on screen, or not. But I don't know how it's meant to because I don't see anything on my side. Which poll? It's not an extensions thing, is it? Just go duplicate that for a second and then go to extensions. Go to my extensions, overlay, and mobile. Configure this extension before you go live to provide the best experience for your viewers. Add a Twitch integration section. Done all that. Huh. Strange. I don't rightly know. Oh well, carry on. Should carry on. I want to check something as well. Has this got like full in English? Connect, streamer mode, language English. English voiceover mode full. Shader quality. Okay. Tab. Action interact. I thought it'd be like an expletives option or something. He's also done it through the game itself. Pick dialog option. Hold on or wait. Hold on or wait to gain additional information before the conversation moves on. Okay. About the crime scene, you kids often play in this yard.
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
The ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
What's that?
Get the fuck out of here, Pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
Might have questions for you later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Figure out what's going on with this kid. So it's 3%. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Kudo.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Visual calculus. Get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Count more.
5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens.
This is his
Everything
subconscious
else has a
talking,
thin film
by the way.
of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46, but the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Carrying a body. Number 7.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8. 400 million. Say nothing.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth. Way off.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step number 41 shoe. A heavy one. 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Yes.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over. Maybe it was a giant. It could have been an extremely obese person.
Possibly, yes.
The lieutenant marks something down in his notebook. One sole is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
A drummer? That's stupid. So one of the people we are looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
He might be.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not thoughtfully. I was actually thinking the exact same thing. Interesting. If only I had come up with that idea.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. I'm not sure. We don't want to attract too much of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant writes information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud.
A woman or a kid?
Could be a woman, could be a kid. I don't think there's any way to be sure. Yeah. Get back here again. Second. It doesn't let you click the vote button, though, does it, on the screen? Could be a woman. Interesting. So it looks like the Twitch integration only works through the app itself, which is an overlay on the video, so it doesn't actually come through chat. I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
We've been through all of it. Let's press tab and see what else we've got lying around. What's this? Magnesium for morale and some money. Nice. Someone is trying to grow herbs in his greenhouse. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Also known as rusting, if I'm not mistaken. Nothing else from there. Look at this body again.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Okay. So how do we get across here? Right in the mouth hole. Door here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
5 XP.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Let's investigate. Can I? Can't go here. Let's go inside. What's this place? Empty tube of magnesium supplement. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Oh god, he's studying me. Right, I'm going to try again, chat. I've got my Twitch channel open myself, so... see how it pops up on the screen, because it always seems to be cut off at the bottom. Did that work? Don't know. This is so strange. It's so strange. Let's go Elysium. Add to my channel. It's already got that. I need to refresh it. 5. See the vote button come up, but that's frustrating. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys are having better luck. Because you get the box come up with the numbers, and if you close that, then underneath you have vote for dialogue appear underneath that box. There's no way to commit it by the looks of it. Very odd. Let me do it once and not once. I've got it on my screen. I don't know whether it... I don't know why it's kind of... I'm sure it works. It's been out for ages. I'm pretty certain I've seen streams in the past with it on. It's just that it doesn't seem to have like a save button, but I don't know, because it's my channel I'm looking at. It doesn't allow me to kind of vote for my own thing, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna... It's handy to know if it does work or not, but it's not a huge issue. After studying you, someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was just thinking about justice. I heard amphetamine make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
Below our pay grade?
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Poster says, get out the way or get fucked up. Money, money, money. Yeah, we'll take the money. I shall take all the monies. Okay, we'll go this way. Someone's jacket. Oh, hang on. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Bucket. What's this? A postcard. Grand Couronne 37. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Chest up there. Nossa fed. See where that jacket belongs to.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
Judges a drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Look around. What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for a jump? Jump over the edge. Let's go.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes and let your senses take in the world around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
You get the jacket. Take. So, can I wear that? Can I? Hat. Clothes. Patrol cloak. Hat, glasses, gloves, shoes. What's held on? Held. Is that pockets or something? Jacket. There we are. Taking back the streets, esprit de corps. +1 shivers. Know thy neighborhood. Okay. Looking a little bit more official now, wouldn't you think? There's a door there. Oh, what we got going on here?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Okay,
The
got 10
machine
cents.
swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your
Probably
phone
not,
is just
I'm alcoholic.
drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Useful patterns?
Undoubtedly, no.
Might try this again later.
Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant ass print on the pillow of a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Standard office filing cabinet. Drawers seem to be locked. Someone left a coffee machine on. Dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. It says book Lafume, Volume 1, Number 4. So there's an interact button, is there? Leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism. Offers a radical Mazovian perspective on the range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out his head. Okay, interesting. postcard. More magnesium. Sunglasses. Neat office shades. 1 to visual calculus, but -1 to drama. We like our drama.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmarar. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Force yourself to go through the folders.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do note with a list of errands for Everart.
Everard Clare, probably, the head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Okay. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written on top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Back outside. Collecting rainwater. Can I get back up here? Don't think I can. Should have inspected this stuff up here. Go there. All around you, great machines in quiescence? What? White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering looks like a forest under snow. least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud.
Arnaud. Arnaud.
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Kim, I'm going to take a quick look inside.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take the picture. Leave the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully.
Why did you take that?
Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence. I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
How do we get out? I'm gonna click on any of them. I must have to... No. Must have to go this way then. Check that stuff there. Can't get through there, can I? Oh yeah. You see faded industrial letting on the platform. Valsund. Money, money, money. And also fed. I don't think there's anything else up here. The shipyard head is oddly quiet. Great machines are sleeping. All this money lying around. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. What we got here then? Eh? The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Can't open that. It's got these items. Empty cassette. Close. Oh, I can't open that. Shame. More money over here. Industrial side thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. What's going on in here? The coffee in the giant thermos is still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. I don't know if I should be going up here. This might end up in not a very good situation. Taxidermy fish that tells time.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Gestures to the tiny chair opposite his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I'd rather stand. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's
I don't
nothing.
sit. It's
Forget about it. Filter
kind of
it
my
out.
thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
Oh my god.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Felician, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Oh, take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Gives you a sly wink. Remains serious. Try to wink back. Damn, this chair's uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Wait, you know, Gart. Take the comically large check. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it, I'm good. Leave the check. You can take that comically large check and shove it your ass.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the check again. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Now, if I take the check, I'm under... but I need the money to pay the dude back. Because I trashed his room last night after I got wasted. Keep it, I'm good. Mm. Hmm. 1, 2, or 3 chat. I don't know. I'd say it's between 2 or 3. Probably gonna go with 3.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection, sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Didn't even know I lost my gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Okay.
Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have guns. Where's yours?
Pat your pockets. This doesn't worry me at all. Who cares if I've lost my gun and the love of my life?
It's gone. Your gun is gone. There's nothing in your pockets.
Why did I click that one?
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now,
Shut up.
pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
He says as though to himself. I need to do this composure challenge.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry. So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry.
I want to cry
You think
though.
You're disgusting.
I lost my gun.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
That's my name. I know who I am. I am Harry Dubois. I didn't know my name at the start of the game. Harry Dubois is my name. The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to a safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Yeah.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in motion. Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets. Mr. Dubois vaguely gestures your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair's uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? You called me just Mr. Dubois. Why? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you.
But...
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense that... Say nothing. Say nothing.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
But...
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life. You've heard wrong, Everard. We're not. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Yeah, whatever.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Why don't you open the door yourself? Whose door is it? I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder. I can't accept this thing. Whose is the door?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Puts his glasses back on. Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
Slams his fists together.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Bet you don't know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Do we accept or do we refuse? It says refuse for now, so it's not complete refusal, is it? Well, I could accept it, but not actually do it.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Call me Mr.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Science fiction amnesia cop. What?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It's true. My memory is a bit hazy. Is this guy based on me? My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
A big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Let's get this straight. What is my full name? Do you know where I live? Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? What kind of cop does it say I am? Where did you get that folder? Have another look at that folder.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder,
failed,
but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
I've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
Harry, I just know the things that matter to our friendship, and I want you to feel free to ask me about those things.
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry. Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. You're right, I don't.
That's why I like you, Harry. A good man knows both his strengths and his weaknesses, and you, my friend, you are one of the all-time greats.
What type of cop does it say I am? Where do I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
Kind of cop am
Well,
I?
Harry, it looks like you like to party.
Party.
And you like disco music. I guess you're a disco cop.
I do like me some disco. I'm planning on changing a lot of things about myself.
Harry, sometimes I think we're so similar it frightens me. I too love regular, normal music.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
Let's talk about other matters.
Of course, Harry, of course.
And you're going to ask me how I
Let's
got
not
in.
linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me. Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
A man my age? What are you implying? I'm a peak of my abilities. I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Tap your chest. My body's going to break down any moment now. Probably pushed it to the limit. Enough wackiness. Let's get back to business.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess.
Right, Krieg. I think this is quite a
Very
long game.
impressive, Harry.
So
Very impressive.
you have a good evening. And thanks for popping through. There we are.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Do I want to talk about Lost Gun?
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun, keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
So we can get another... Sneak under the noses, stun with immense panache. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. Let the body take control, threaten people. Raise the hair on your neck, tune in the city. Logic. Don't know what. God. Intimidate the public, assert yourself. Understand others. We go for empathy. Maybe? Okay.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands. Let's hear it, Harry.
What's the full
It's
name?
Harry. Harry Dubois.
Wait, I thought you are Harry Dubois. Okay, I like it. I can work with that. I don't really like it.
Don't be silly, Harry. Harry Dubois, that's a real man's name. A union man's. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Okay.
Of course, Harry, of course.
I'm gonna leave
Let's
now.
not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
What does he give me? He pulls out a plastic card. You just, okay. Thanks. I was wondering how I was supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real
One
red
of
and white
us.
union
One
man.
of us.
Take care, Harry.
Right, outside we go. This fella.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
Oh my god.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Thunderman is so engaged in his work, he doesn't owe you.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No, of course not.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yeah, appreciate that. What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Sure, let me ask about something else.
Sure, mister. About what?
Where is everyone? Harbour is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
He looks to you for assistance. Too rowdy. Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? Okay, Leo.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up. Who makes it out of the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something off about this borscht. I'm going to take a look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Oh, okay. What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Okay. I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
The banner sags under the weight of the rain and snow. White waves on red. Probably can't open that yet. No. Sucks to be me. What does that do? Oh, double click run.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
It's gonna break. Okay.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
What do you mean, purpose?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Tenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It just feels special. Maybe there's contraband in here.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside.
Possible 18. 3% chance of that, so nope. Didn't realise I could use my WAS keys. How do I get out of here now? Oh, 3 through here, I think. Can I use this door now? I think I can use this door. No, there we are. In case of strike, press button behind guard. Looking monolithic.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Okay. Measurehead.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Say nothing, size them up first. What do you mean, my body betrays degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he was smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm alcoholic.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Okay.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you.
Boogie Street.
When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you?
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You need to first learn about Type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Interesting.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view? Or just did Type A?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor.
Immutable.
Unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Okay.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
No, we have to do B as well.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich.
Like a ham
Look
sandwich.
into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Oh, potatoes.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba. The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. The revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary. The revolution sounds like it was perpetrated by degenerate marauders, not all people of Revachol.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoikhoi to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
You're not satisfied with the outcome.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yes. Better not go into it.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
No, now that we've been through all the types, do you understand the advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibet Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You sure I'm not cranial superior to you? You're right, that craniometric perfection. A race does not stand a chance.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
Isn't Everett, the Union boss, white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbour, seemingly bored with you. I'm sorry, of course, I understand now. Deeper.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race's fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I've got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Wonderful. Then we're done with this line of inquiry.
Meshhead stoically looks to the distance in silence.
Kim, what do you think about this?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
Okay. Can I, can't get to that box yet.
Scab?
Call me Mana. Scab. That's a man with jolly eyes tilting his head. What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor, downtrodden.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
Juggling realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Everett said you had the key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said he belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. Heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all the working men.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the Whirling in Rags. That's all I know.
Behind the
Our
greenhouse.
organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
I think I know
Okay,
where that
where
is.
did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Wait, so not wages or pensions?
This stuff, they already covered.
Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than people have here. People here have. At least you got the benefits. That's something.
Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist? The boss, Everett. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would it not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That death seems lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Got the picture.
Sure thing.
Any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harbour is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
How?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold on, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Okay. Says Grih. Who's this dude?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everyone else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Regardless, I have some question for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Shame! Shame!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scab.
What is a strike? Who are all these strike breakers? What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer? Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Man rubs his jaw, a perfect lightly bearded square wedge. Laurie's probably store fuel here now. Store booze. Foreign car kept in good condition. What's money? Don't mind if I do. Who's this?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? No. Snap your fingers in front of her face. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Okay, if you say so. Physical instrument. White tank top. +1. What's this?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Nose candy? Okay, what is nose candy? This is lots of process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Okay, so why is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic. That's such a bad idea.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Political. It's a king and he's shot.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Human ox covers a truck. So I've got a map. Acquire a copy of the city map. RCM. So how do I actually get out of this place? Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Get through this way. Get through this way? No. Go this way. Ah. What's in here? It's a shop. Yellow roses, dozen of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
No.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Must be. Hopefully.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What's that?
What is what?
You
It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
She taps a glass counter. The raincoat patiently.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Do I need a raincoat? One endurance.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
It's that magnesium, isn't it? +3 health. +1 health. +3 morale. 250.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company.
Ah, okay.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
It's not there.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol. The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Potent Pilsner. Okay. Is that...
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
Do you know the man?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
Guillaume Le Million.
How's that?
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 1938, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Okay. I've no idea what's just happened here. Damn it. I think I needed to internalize that when that dude was explaining to me. Jump Jams, popular music mag. Was a man is top one, okay.
Welcome to Revachol.
Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Was that the it's a hotel, isn't it? Oh no, that's upstairs. I think. There was no melts in the wheelbarrow.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. let the street sweeper just sweep them away. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Hmm. How do I get behind there? You get this guy down as well.
There he still is, looking right through you.
What's that? Letter wears a crown on ribbon blow. Okay.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Just a trash container? There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Okay.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
What?
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me.
Okay. So I've done the footprints.
What do you see?
How do we get here? Is a question. Get around that way. There's a thing on the box up there.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably...
It's locked.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good
The box
mailbox.
seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
stuff around here. Book about pate. This book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It's a book about Brodero culture, promotes freedom of and roaming upstream. About the future, government reads your mind using radio technology. We'll come back. Coin operated viewer that's been banged up, inoperable. Plastic bag. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. You hear the distant squall of seabirds even. Splatter of bullet holes line the wall.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk.
Nice.
The ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Hanging there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Can't collect that. It's annoying. Roundabout north. Right, can I get round? Here at all? Said there was a door around here, wasn't there?
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head.
Said,
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. A little ring, Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
So what? They think they can... They think what they want. This is free world.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Smells like chemicals.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Bow down before the flag.
The lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts your salute with quiet dignity. It is not my flag, he thinks. My flag is the signal blue of the zone of control.
Okay. Ooh, clean shirt. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Small suitcase full of clothes. Okay. Oh. So, orange bum hat. Reaction speed and rhetoric -1. Can't wear that hat. Nice. Another splattering of bullets. Nothing else down here, was there? Is that hatch there? Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Garden hose. This won't be of use until snow melts. Balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. What's on this wall?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
3% ain't gonna do much. Let's go speak to this girl again.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
No, why do you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
I'm gonna get that body taken down. I don't think I can get in there.
There must be another way into the building.
What the hell? Someone up there though. Yeah, I think that was everything around this area. Don't think I can get through here anywhere. Right, but I think save. Oh, it's already saved, is it? Save. That's it's actually a very good game for what it is. Very much a case of if you like narrative-driven games, and it's probably one you want to play. I think I got it for like £8, and it's been out for a few years now, about 3 years or so. But from when I saw it when it first came out, it seemed quite good. So, and it's been quite enjoyable up to now. There's a lot of text, a lot of reading, but it's kind of interesting so far. I'm not sure how long it is. Thinking about it, I'll have to have a look, see how many hours it is of play on it. But yeah, other than that, I'm certainly probably play it again at some point. As per usual, I'm always jumping between games, so just wanted to test it out tonight. And why is my bitrate going all weird? It's really strange. Whenever I finish a game, my bitrate on OBS just goes into panic mode for some reason. I have no idea why. It's must be a setting or somewhere in OBS that I need to tweak. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I was going to say weekend, but fortunately it's nearly over. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. I'll be on tomorrow. I've got a meeting with Atlas stuff tomorrow, so probably won't be on tomorrow, and then off Tuesday as per usual, then maybe back on Wednesday. Yeah, normal schedule really. But for now, I think that's about it. I'm going to find this button, press that there, grab a drink, head to bed, and get up for work in about 6 hours. So yeah, back to the grind. Have a good rest of the evening. Take care, and I shall speak to you soon. Toodaloo.
Thank you.